Mind taking half a step forward, Coach?
Sure, buddy.
Awesome, thank you.
What over the years about how hard it is to learn this defense in the first year, how complex it is? It seems like that Grant comes in post spring practice and it's kind of jump right into it. It's up to speed. How is it going to improve that?
Well, I think it's our job, you know, if we feel like we got to make the chaos turn into clarity for our players. So that's our job. So there's many different ways, tap into the 7 different ways of learning per individual and how he learns best. And I think our coaches do a great job of doing exactly that. So finding how they learn best and then attacking that process. I think BJ's been a great example of you know, someone that's come in, but even before he came here, committed to the process and wanting to jump on Zooms and, you know, try to get a consistent head start of what we're trying to accomplish here.
What about the rest of the new experience in that defensive backfield? You know, Jabbar, Kobe, all guys with 1 year left, a lot of experience. How have you seen that? Obviously, it's only the second day of camp, but have you already seen that kind of experience help out?
Yeah, we haven't put pads on yet, so, you know, I'm never going to make any early assessments, but just attacking the process. I think these guys have done a great job. Again, very different than it was a long time ago. We're afforded a lot of time with these guys early now, so it ain't nothing like the old days where, you know, you show up to camp and kind of you're just starting the first beginning principles, you know, of your system. It's something that we've executed throughout going back to January for most of these guys, you know, other than a few newcomers. So I think we're just trying to constantly improve is what we're trying to accomplish here, you know, per individual, and then collectively hopefully put a good product out there as these guys, you know, devote the time and effort towards their craft.
You added Derek Harmon post spring ball. What's the expectation for him to help your room and that unit?
Yeah, I mean, we have high expectations. He has high expectations of himself, you know. So, you know, he's a guy I think that's here to take his game to the next level. You know, we're going to do everything humanly possible to assist him in that and continue his development process. He's got the talent, you know, he's got the size and the measurables. Now it's about jumping in this culture, you know, continuing his development, but he's here for a reason. You know, he's a great player that's looking to get better.
What really stands out with that group of edge rushers you have, and where do you want to see their improvement?
Well, it was great. You know, we had 3 true freshmen make some major contributions last season, as well as, you know, Jordan Birch and a couple others that were cycling through there. So, constant climb, you know. No one here on this defense has arrived. No one here on this defense is, we're not talking about, you know, the accomplishments of last season, or it's all about moving forward, you know. So, daily grind, you know, mentally, physically, that's what we're trying to do. And day 2, certainly, you know, I see some things we can improve. That's obvious, but pleased on how these guys are attacking.
You highlighted Devin Jackson as somebody who's made big strides in the spring. I'm curious, obviously not asking for assessments of fall, but in terms of the summer, did you see him continue to kind of develop into the player you guys want him to be?
Yeah, he made a huge stride. I mentioned how, you know, he would be competing to be the most improved on our defense amongst a couple other guys, I thought. And one of the things he's gotten much better at is communication. You know, so that's essential in our defense, and utilizing that as a weapon. Any guy that can run 23 miles per hour on a GPS, you know, if you can organize that type of speed, you could be, you know, a critical piece to our defense.
What would be the key to getting Jordan home more? Because impacting the quarterback is still, you know, there's no box score for that. He certainly did it more than 3 sacks would allude to. But how do you get the sack number in particular home more to where it's maybe double digits?
Yeah, I think the key piece is where it starts. So I really challenged him in the off season of, he does a great job at the top of his rush, where it starts in his initial takeoff. All right, and then the finish to every rush. So he's whatever you mentioned, the production. I think you said 3. You know, he's a guy where you get almost 9. So we got to take those almost away, right? So we start at the top of the rush, continue where he's at. You know, initially from the start, and then all about the finish. So if we improve those things, you know, he's fully capable of being a double-digit sack guy.
You say you already see some of the areas you want this team to improve in. What are some of those things that you want to work on over this camp?
Yeah, I think we got to going back off of last year's assessment. Something we got to get better at red zone defense. You know, so we did a lot of things this off season, looking at possible different schematics, and then taking what we do and doing it better. You know, we made a jump and improved, had some critical success on some third downs, but consistently, you know, that's something, a goal of ours, where we want to be winning at a much higher percentage on third down as well. Continue that trend, continue it upward. Those would be two things that jump to mind.
With the way you guys attack the secondary in terms of making those personnel improvements now, when will you feel like the results, or the confident about the results to come, even before maybe they come, in terms of that it's been addressed to your level of satisfaction, that you're getting what you were hoping to get out of when you're adding for more transfers?
Yeah, I think we're certainly better personnel overall from when we arrived here, but we got to continue to coach those guys and improve and get them better within our system. So, you know, I don't think we're ever going to be satisfied, to answer your question. You know, it's about, you know, we haven't played nearly a perfect game yet, so you start getting shutouts, and, you know, those are going to be the results there, but that's only going to be the end result of the work we do every day. So don't really think of it that way as far as when I'm going to be satisfied of the end result. It's just more so, you know, stacking days one after another and getting better at every practice.
You made Peyton Whittier somebody that was attractive and a good fit, and obviously kind of a weird deal. He did spring and just enrolled in Alabama, but now with you guys.
Yeah, I wish I could say it's weird in today's college football. It's not very weird at all. You know, it's something, we had a great past relationship. You know, coming from St. John Bosco, that's also Mateo Uiagalele's school, you know. Got a great relationship with that coaching staff, a lot of respect there for Jason Negro and Chris King there, and Coach Lowe. They do a hell of a job. So, you know, that's somebody that we feel like is going to be ahead of the curve even coming out. We had a high assessment of him coming out of high school. You know, we felt like we ended at number 2 in the process there in the recruitment. And, you know, after I'm assuming he went through spring and wasn't, you know, for whatever reason, felt like his heart wasn't there. And when the transfer portal, you know, opened and he went into that portal, we obviously reached out, you know, to his coaches in school and wanted to reinforce that he has a home here. You know, we had one of our safeties drafted to the Green Bay Packers, lost a couple other defensive backs, so felt like it was a great piece, you know, that could possibly contribute, make immediate impact if he's going to be ready, but regardless for our future.
Last question.
Last year, the defense said they wanted to be feared. What do you feel like the team wants their identity to be this year?
We want to be a relentless defense. So when you turn on the film, you know, I think being a relentless defense, attacking the ball, and playing for something much bigger than just yourself. That's what we want to accomplish out there. So you see a cohesive brotherhood that plays at an extremely relentless level and attacking the ball.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay,
Thanks, Tosh.